All right, we're live. Here we are.
Good morning, good morning.
Episode
Welcome.
9. Welcome.
Episode 9.
uh,
Let's go, man.
let's go. Let me move this over, actually.
One more week. Checked off the year 2025.
All right. This is it's too late to get a refund. This was it's like this is the trial for 2025. Like, can we just
Return policy. What's up?
return policy for 2025. Appreciate it. If anybody knows.
Nah, man. Just gotta live through it.
Yeah, you just gotta get through it. Just gotta get through it. Oh man. So, what's been going on with you since we last spoke?
Not much. Just work and stuff. It's funky. I don't know if it's like all millennial problem or just like because of the position right now. But I call it my 20 somethings.
Right.
I just I find myself in a position of like being a mentor, and it's kind of funky, you know, because it was just like boom, all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Why are you guys listening to me? Shit. But
bit of an imposter syndrome going on there.
A little bit, you know. The only reason I have any opinion on any of the things that they confide in me is because I've kind of made it my life's mission to experience. Try to put myself, because I'm secretly like, no, not secretly awkward as fuck, but secretly very private, I guess.
Secretly private. That's
yeah. I know it sounds like an oxymoron as fuck, but like, yeah.
Just it's the more private than the usual.
Yeah, but also very outgoing. You know, I've made myself be very outgoing on purpose because I'm awkward as fuck. So,
right.
in my way of looking at this world, the more experiences I gain, the more I know. I've been in more situations, so I know how to act in the situations. So, kind of like, I guess like an art, or like a video game in a way. Like when I fucking was introduced to the Yakuza game, like a dragon. I'm like, dude, I feel this dude so hard. Oh my god. It just
wait, which one was the first one you played?
That one.
Oh, Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, with with Ichiban.
Yeah, that was my introduction to the franchise.
Yeah, I can honestly say that was mine too. And then I made my way to because fucking Yakuza 0, 1 and 2 was on sale for like $3, $4 or some shit.
I was part of I bought them too, man.
Yeah, it's like what? 3 games for $3? Shit.
Dude, I was not expecting the differences. It's much more serious games.
Yeah.
But I'm slowly getting through them.
Yeah.
Uh, doesn't help that we have a shared TV, so like anytime that I take over the TV, like I'm taking it over, man.
Right.
So
Yeah, I need a
uh,
TV in the room or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Something. I don't know. Y'all figure that out.
But yeah, like it feels funky. Like I'm just well, man. I've been through something similar than that, and this is my opinion. This is what worked for me, and this is what did not work for me, and do with that information as you will.
Mm-hmm.
Is that mentorship or
Well,
fucking?
I mean, yeah, in a way it is. You're just giving like the best advice that you can based off of your experiences. Uh, you know, and because I have 20 somethings that I work with like every day. So shit matter just to like even just to like add more to that, like I'm the oldest trainer.
Mm,
So I think the second oldest I think is either just turned 30 last year or is turning 30 this year, or
mm.
turning 31. So I'm about to be 35 in literally like next week, like next Wednesday. Jesus. It's
Dude.
crazy. But, when it comes to like just like life advice in general, like I give like perspectives, but well, I will open up the premises, just like wisdom really doesn't come with age. Really, wisdom just comes with really just experiences. But, I notice when I do get older, there's like certain things I'm just like, I'm not gonna entertain that.
Mm.
You
In
know,
what way? Like,
like just overall, just like bullshit. Like sometimes, like when it comes to like work drama and all that shit, it's just like, you know, I'm like thinking like things could just be so much simple if people just come in and work and I get caught up in the bullshit. But it's kind of like an unfortunate thing that happens is just like, oh, so and so doesn't, I don't like you, you don't like me, and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, it's just there's there's a level of like I'll even say like at my job there's like a level of like unprofessionalism, but I would say what contributes a lot of that unprofessionalism is just that we do have a lot of young people in leadership.
mm.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to lead and guide people while you're barely coming into your own yourself, if that makes sense.
It does, it does.
Yeah. So like, you have all these young 20 somethings trying to figure themselves out and then trying to guide and be mentors to people that are either younger or older than them. So, and I feel like that's where that comes into play, right? Like it's like because like I'll even give like an example, right? Because like when I first started that job, I was a coach.
Mm.
And yeah, I was a coach in the beginning, and I was honestly like those first couple of months being on site as a coach, it stressed me the hell out because I had two coaches that clearly didn't like each other, but we got through we did our job, we got through it. But my issue is that when we have our debriefs, they would argue in front of the agents, and that fucking set me off. Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? And honestly, that's where my grades really started kicking in at that time.
Damn.
Yeah, like I named like I told them like, hey, these grades, I'm naming them after you and you. Y'all did that. Y'all gave me these grades.
Shit.
and just feel like I'm like caught in the middle. It's just like there's just a better way to go about it. And I mean, like, moving forward, they did eventually get better with that. So, but it just seems like we're kind of running into the same issues now, where
Fuck.
we have, like our coach lead is like 25, you know, and not to say she can't do her job or she can't reel it in, but it's just like she has so much work to do where it's kind of hard for her to reel into the coaches. And then you have like a bunch of just like different like mixed personalities, like, it's just like how do you reel that in? And just like, if their manager's not on the floor, then they're not really, but not to say that they don't do their job, because they do. I feel like they're probably like some of the most hardest working people that I have at my job.
Hmm.
But then is also comes down to like the level of professionalism too that comes with it, and just like, and then like, when you're new to the job and you're a trainee and all that shit, you're kind of seeing like how certain coaches interact, and you're just like, it could definitely turn you off a bit to the job. So, like, so like part of being like a mentor is kind of like recognizing like perception, like, not to say like you should care about how people perceive you to be, but when you're at work, you definitely have to carry yourself a certain way like while you're on the job. So it's
Yeah, man.
yeah, and so, and then that's where that kind of comes in, because just like I tell you, I stay out of the drama, but drama kind of falls into my lap because people know that I'm not a shit starter. I don't stir the pot. I don't I don't go telling the next motherfucker the one thing that they told me. It's just like I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no.
yeah. And and then like when an issue's presented to me, I just give them the best advice I can. Just like, maybe maybe it's not that deep, right? As you might think it is. And and I learn something from my 20 somethings all the time. Me growing up, socially awkward and shit. So, I'm not as big on as like social cues as I should be,
Hmm.
but I'm getting there. And there's that give and take, because part of being a mentor is also, not to say like no one can teach you anything. So, you know, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's just like you can't live life for anybody. And if that makes sense, like you can give the best advice you can, if whether they follow it or not, it's up to them. But fuck, it could be a little disappointing sometimes. you know, like one of my coworkers just, got through a nasty breakup. And
Hmm.
now through the entire relationship, it's like I've been telling you, hey, listen, this ain't it. The red flag after red flag after red flag. This is it's about time to peace out.
Yeah, man.
you know,
And
and it's just like, yeah, it gets frustrating having the same conversation over and over again. But I would say the thing is about just being a mentor, just even just being a leader in general, is just like, or even just being a friend. You just don't want to ever say "I told you so," because that's fucked up.
oh no, there's no point that if you say I told you so, like then it was not advice, it's a win.
Right.
In the way of might be a way of viewing things, like you wanted to win,
Yeah.
not to see this person grow.
hmm
Uh
Exactly. Like,
fucking
yeah, you don't, cause like, cause this is one of the things I like struggle with my roommate. She made it a point that like I wanted to be right all the time, and like, just like, nah, it's not about being right.
no, man.
It's never about being right. Like, there's even certain situations like I would prefer to have been wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fuck. Like when you write about a motherfucker, you write, and it fucking sucks when you write, and it's like for the worst reasons too.
Yeah, yeah. You just over here like you fucking pattern recognition, motherfucker. I have some of that, and this is
Exactly.
not gonna go well. I've seen
Exactly.
this before,
Right.
uh, and that's the thing though. Some people, especially if they're defensive, they don't expect help from the kindness perspective, but from the advantage perspective. And that's something that they got to work on
Mhm.
to understand that if some to recognize that someone is not trying to take advantage of them. Uh, and all you can do with that is kind of just let them sit with it.
Exactly.
Uh, fucking yeah, no, I've never like I've said it jokingly, but after the fact, right? Like after that person has worked, grown, seen, and then later I'm like, ha, I told you so. But like it'll be like months fucking later.
Like the wounds have kind of healed at least, and not
Yeah.
as tense. Just like later on down the line, just like, all right, remember what I said? Told you.
But yeah, no, it's I try to lead by not exactly example, but like just people getting to their own conclusions. And I do it not just for them, but for myself. It's more like, uh, yeah, like I think you said, like try not to put so much burden on my own self.
Mhm.
Because if it was up to me, man, I am a perfectionist, and I also hate to fucking delegate because I much rather do shit myself. But I'm working on the fact that I cannot, because
Mhm.
otherwise I'll burn out real fucking quick.
Exactly.
Um, so trying to just like, here you go, this is information. Read it and do with it as you will.
Mhm.
You get to your own conclusions, and it works with some people, and it doesn't work with other people.
Right.
Um, friggin'
It's like it's one of those things where it's just like some people just have to learn things the hard way.
mhm.
And I don't even know, and I can't even say that's like a young person thing. That's just how people are. Like they just some people are just so stuck in their ways, like
Yeah.
so much things could have just been avoided had they just did XYZ sooner, or just listen to what people were telling them to do. But then some people will just go against the grain, and like it's one of those things where it's just like some people aren't receptive to things until they come to that conclusion themselves,
Hmm.
regardless of who told them. Like, you know, like if you, it's like, hey, I don't know if this is like a proper analogy to use, right? But let's say like you tell like your kid or something like that, like, hey, the stove's hot, don't touch it, you're gonna burn yourself.
Hmm.
Tell them that. You tell them that so many times. The stove's hot, you're gonna burn yourself if you touch it. They touched it. Ah! Burn myself. I told you.
And the thing, the thing that drives me insane about that kind of people is that I am that kind of people. I fucking suck at taking advice. I'm better at it now, but it's because I did a speed run, man. I forced myself to experience a bunch of shit to be like, you know what? Yeah, no, they were right. That fucking hurt. That sucked. Um, and after all that, I fucking now I'm like, you know what? I should probably listen to the advice phase of my life.
Mother offers still don't listen after to say it like 50 times. No, for real, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Like I
Dude,
told you. I
so
told you.
my brother, right? When we were like little kids, wasn't in this planet and yet I was little. My parents told me that my brother kept trying to put a fork in the socket.
Oh shit, he was one of those
Just
kids.
kept trying to put this motherfucking fork in the socket. My mom is freaking out. My dad's like, just you have to let him. We've told him a fucking million times.
He's gonna
just have to let him. So my mom started walking around with a broom.
Oh shit.
Just like doing her shit around the house, just with a broom. And eventually she told me she heard like a little yelp that fucking runs over and just like a hockey puck, man, just hits my brother with a broom out of the socket, man. Oh my. Some people are just that hard-headed. He stayed that hard-headed all his life. He's still like that.
Till this day.
Till this day.
Till this day. Till this day.
Oh
shit.
So yeah, no, I'm not saying that's like a younger generation shit or anything like that. Some people are just like that. I am a little bit like that.
Yeah.
I just put a lot of effort into not being like that.
Yeah.
That's why I think like I have a little bit of imposter syndrome because I'm like, wait, me? You're choosing me? Okay.
You sure about that right now? Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. All right. Cool. I guess. Shit.
But
I don't know, and it's weird because at work, I don't know. Maybe it is just me getting old, but like I always usually like every other class, I'll get the. Do you have kids? You seem really patient. I'm like, oh boy, I'm just a really just patient person. I have according to people that I work with, I have like dad like patience with people.
I've been told that too. Yeah.
Very, very parental like patience levels of patience that I have to have.
Yeah. I feel like because I've been patient with myself.
Sometimes
like
you have to grab the popcorn and watch the ship go down. Right?
Yeah.
And you know what? That's such a parent thing to do too. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. I told you, or whatever. You just whatever. Fine. Oh, you're crying now? I told you.
So I think I've told you the story, but our listener has not heard the story yet.
Okay.
Fucking I'm a real believer in the power of fucking psychedelics if used properly for getting over some shit or understanding yourself better. One time I experienced ego death with mushrooms. I took a way too big of a dose. And I was also on some other shit. And I was tripping, man. Like I don't remember exactly what I was tripping about, but eventually I was convinced to puke out everything. And when I puked out everything and my mind started getting a little clearer,
I remember this story. Okay.
I met the physical manifestation of my anxiety. And I was able to hold a conversation with this person, man. And damn, she's absolutely fucking nuts. She she comes into my head and she doesn't know what anything is. I started asking about the room. What is this? So like, it's a room. Who's that? And I'm like, oh, that's a person. That's a man. Who am I? You're a woman, like get real basic with everything. And I kept talking to this person in my head. It sounds fucking crazy, but I kept talking to this person in my head, explaining everything. And by being able to talk to this person that said all my anxious thoughts to me, I was able to actually calm her down and be like, hey, don't worry about it. Calm down. We're good. I was telling myself that. And it kind of made me more open to explore shit and talk to people and stuff like that. So like yeah, man.
I remember my first psychedelic trip. Decided to go to a rave. Never again.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, because like one, I've never been that high before in public, so that part freaked me the hell out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bad time. It was I wouldn't say it was a bad trip. It was more like a bumpy ride, if anything. It was like a little bit of turbulence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, like public, yep. Purple
yeah,
kangaroos, yep. That public places and psychedelics.
it was my first time. Why would I do? It was my first time going. It was my first time going to a rave. You know what in Rome? Do what the Romans do. You know, whatever, right? But here's the lesson. Here's the lesson that I learned. Here's the lesson that I learned because I would not allow myself just to feel it. It taught me that I struggle to live in the moment. I'm always thinking about what's next.
Damn. Okay.
So I did get something out of it. I did
Indeed.
get something out of it.
Yeah. Grab that popcorn. Grab that popcorn, man.
You don't know till it happens. Exactly, right? Grab the popcorn, let it burn. You know, hey, listen, we're not perfect. We gotta learn. You know, we gotta experience some shit. You know, it is what it is, right? Like, we're not perfect here. Nobody has it all figured out, but all we can do is offer our experiences to those that are dealing with that. I think that's the biggest part of being a mentor is when someone presents to you an issue that you have dealt with, you just give the best advice you can. Like, hey, this is what I went through.
Yeah. No, and I feel like something now specific to my 20-something-year-olds. I feel like some of them are afraid of experiences. Like people that come to me for advice that are older than me or something like that, I tell them like, oh yeah, well this and this happened and blah 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 blah. You should try it. And they'll go. They'll book something, they'll like go something, they'll do something. But most of the younger people that I've had the opportunity to mentor and to advise and shit, they're afraid of adventure. They're afraid of the unknown and shit. And I feel like that brings a lot of loneliness and shit. Like it just like I told them, like travel, man. I love traveling. It brings opportunity to just see shit from another perspective. You're just changing the background on your life for a minute.
Yeah.
And just see things a little fresh. And it doesn't have to be backpack through Europe. It can be just like go to the next city over. They have a different place. Or just out of your house, you know. Whatever. Just change the scenery. It helps.
AKA touch grass.
Yep. exactly.
But to add on to that, I think
Yeah, the
the
COVID
biggest
thing, exactly.
well,
Oh,
I was keep in mind COVID happened while they were in school. Yeah, yeah. No, that's true too. That's facts.
mhm.
What I was gonna say was like I think my biggest thing is like I hate doing things by myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So shout out to Purple Kangaroos for coming with me to the sex club that day. I appreciate you for that. Because I will never go by myself. I'm sorry, no, I will never ever. Nope, that is not something I'm doing by myself. Never. But it's yeah, like there's and just to like
Boop, boop.
uh but just to kind of like add to like loneliness too, because yeah, there's a bit of a there's a loneliness pandemic going on right now for sure. And you know, not to say that women aren't lonely either, but it 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 definitely affects us men like a lot. Like suicide rates are so high in men because of just this air of like loneliness that's going on right now, you know? So it fucking sucks. Whether they're lonely because, of a breakup, because breakups, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, so I was telling you how my one of my coworkers just got through, she's trying her best to navigate through this breakup.
Mhm.
Being with this dude for about a year now, it was super toxic. Like I just it was like dude would not let up on not taking out his insecurities out on her. Like
Yeah.
person it's so fucked up because it's just like he's always accusing her of cheating, and like he keeps watching these manosphere videos about women cheating and
Uh,
all that. And now
fucking
granted,
manosphere.
granted, my coworker, she does have a pass.
Hmm.
Body
Okay.
count, body count's pretty high, you
Okay.
know. But I'm not gonna judge someone off of me personally, I am not gonna judge someone off of their body count, you know. Like the only controversial take to say, if your body count's high and the pussy's whack, then we have a problem. Like if your body count is high and you ain't built up a skill set, there's a fucking problem there. There's a problem right
Yeah, man. Like, what were
there.
you doing?
What were you doing this whole time? But with that being said, though, like you have to be okay with that. You like whoever you date, if they have a past, you have to be okay with that. You can't judge them on things that they've done in the past. You have to go off of how they are now and what they're pushing towards, whatever their future may be. So
This shit reminded me this conversation I had
mm,
on deployment. Uh, we were quarantined because they gave us a smallpox vaccine,
I need to see your
and
resume and 5 references.
God damn, man, it's getting tough out there. I'm glad I'm here. Oh shit.
I'm just saying, if y'all don't work out, I'm sorry, both of y'all are cooked.
Shit. I'll just move to a cave or some shit. I'm okay. Fucking. So we're in quarantine because of fucking smallpox, and they
Damn.
put us. Yeah, they gave us the vaccine, and because we're vaccinated and it's so easy to contain, like to spread it, we're not allowed to visit any ports during the time.
Mhm.
And the only port we had to pull into, it was like we were not allowed to leave this little tiny area. But they brought us a bunch of beer, they brought us a bunch of drinks, they brought us games, they brought us a bunch of shit so that we we're like at least having fun, right? Um, and it's in I believe in the port of Dubai. Yeah. Um, we're there. They bring us hookah as well, and we're just smoking some hookah, having some drinks, and I'm talking to this dude, and he's telling me about his relationship and how the his wife is not very comfortable. Oh no, like he is not very comfortable with the fact that his wife had a high body count and he didn't. That was his first everything. And he didn't like it and everything, and it made him distrustful. Like it like distrusting of her. And I'm like, dude, look, do you love her? And he's like, yeah, I love her. I love everything about her. And he starts like describing like, oh yeah, I love her this and the way she smiles and the way she reacts to this and the blah blah blah. And I'm like, all those things, except for the physical things, all those things that are her personality traits are things that are developed through her story, through her life.
Mm-hmm.
She met all those people, yeah, but she left all those people and she's with you and she married you.
Exactly.
And that's part of that trust, that's part of that relationship. But the person you love would not be the person you love if she had not lived her life. So how can you tell me that you hate that shit? And then we proceeded to get fucked.
Round of applause for the
Absolutely.
bars.
Fucking, and then we proceeded to get absolutely shit faced. I got in a lot of trouble because I bought a bunch of absinthe, and yeah. But yeah, you can't, man. If you truly trust someone, and to truly trust someone is to just understand their story, in my opinion.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Thank you.
That's facts. Now I kind of wish my coworker's ex had that mindset, but you know, and just to kind of like to add to that, fucking machismo, you know what I mean, Mexican dude. So, and then his family is like hella messy and toxic on top of that shit too. So it's just,
Oof.
yeah, it's bad, dude. It's so bad, and I don't know. It goes back to how you can't make choices for people, and you can only tell them so much. It's just like it was just a lot of fucking like emotional manipulation on top of that too.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he like fucking it was weird. Like one day he hit her with the, oh, I talked to God and God told me that you were cheating and this, that, and the third. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that shit. Okay, now that we're talking about something completely different.
God didn't tell you shit. You just looking for shit that's not there.
Your insecurities told you shit. And
your insecurities. That's really what that was. And then and then she tells me this other story where like one night he fucking takes her phone, and iPhone saves everything. Like, I know, boy, iPhone is wild like that. Well, Google does it too if you like have your gallery and shit hooked up to your Google account. But like, apparently he took her phone and like scrolled through and saw videos of some random dude being with her family because she said because he accused her of lying about saying like how he never really had her boyfriend around her past boyfriends around their family before. So he's scrolling through the videos and shit and made the accusation, and she's like mad confused, like what? So she sees the videos and she starts busting out laughing, and she goes, dude, that's my cousin.
Oh my god, man.
Like,
Nah,
what
we're
the fuck?
talking
Like,
those.
what the fuck you mean? What? Cause she was cause the ex that she just broke up with, like, that was like the first like person that he's actually had around, like family, like went to like Juarez and everything and like celebrated the
Mhm.
birthdays and shit out there type shit. Like that was the first boyfriend she's ever done that with. That's how locked
Uh,
in. That's the crate. That's what pisses me
uh,
off so much. That's how locked in she was in the relationship. That's how
god
locked in she
damn,
was. Paid for the whole
dude.
trip and everything for both of them to go out to Juarez to be around her family for 2 weeks.
Now, is this man
I mean, and to make
like
it worse,
born?
he's 32.
Oh, sorry. Ah,
32.
fuck.
She's 20. She just turned 25. Both of their birthdays were in December. So he just turned 32. She's 25.
I'm sorry for your breakup, but I believe that you lucked out.
No,
I'm
and
sorry.
we're encouraging the shit out of her and telling her that, like, listen, like, it's gonna suck. You're
Yeah,
you're about a week in the breakup, and it fucking sucks. And yeah, it's like you feel like everything is your fault right now. But I mean, like, the only if you can even say if it's a fault, the only thing you did, I can't even say did wrong, but you were just being human. You wanted to love this man, and it just didn't work out, and you just have to deal
yeah,
with that.
dude. Is this dude like born over here or is from Mexico,
I
Mexico?
think he. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe he was born here, but still, like, I know
Oh
his
no,
parents.
something.
I know his parents were born in America though, for sure. His parents immigrated, so
Okay.
yeah.
That's something I've noticed. And I've had this conversation with a couple of friends. I feel like Chicano culture imported extra misogyny into Mexican culture in the U.S.
Hmm.
Uh, like it's already bad in Mexico, but like it's almost celebrated in Chicano culture,
Hmm.
and it sucks, man. I'm like, what the fuck? No, it doesn't make you Mexican to be misogynistic. It makes you a dumbass.
Makes you an
Uh,
asshole.
it's not a cultural thing to like celebrate, guys. We're trying to get better in Mexico. It's
Yeah.
not a point of Mexicandom or whatever word
Yeah.
is appropriate for this moment.
Yeah.
Um, it
And mm,
yeah, no, like it's it's so fucking dumb.
yeah.
It's so fucking dumb that culturally, as Mexicans, uh, we're like, oh yeah, um, I don't even know how to like put it. You know, like give me, hmm,
Well, I can try to like maybe tie in because because Chicano culture and just even just like black culture, there's some overlap there because we do share the same neighborhood. So maybe I can offer this perspective here,
okay, okay,
and it's gonna tie into what we're gonna talk about later on, but not to put the blame on music or general, just really just like how masculinity is presented. Because prior to hip hop, we had like disco and like R&B and men that presented like masculinity and just being vulnerable and just like, loving your partner and caring for your partner and all that. That kind of low key shifted with the music because of just how hip hop was like pushed towards the forefront. Where now, like especially like gangster rap, because gangster rap, I'm let's just keep it a bean, misogynistic as fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and a lot of that was pretty much inspired by, you know, pimp culture, slang and dope and all that shit.
Mm.
So so there's definitely overlap, and that's where like even like Chicano rappers kind of get some of their cues from is just like shit that they saw, like those black exploitation films. We're talking like Superfly and Shaft and all that shit. Like all that was cut from the same cloth, but now you got that Hispanic flair onto that, you know, on top of that. So
Okay.
already coming from like a misogynistic like type of like, background, coming from Mexico, and then just like, oh, here's what the niggas is doing. All right, bet.
So just like playing off each other, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
Fuck. Because I mean, you get that with like narcocorridos and norteñas and like that genre of music as well in
Exactly.
Mexico. That's like the more gang related music.
Exactly.
And oh man,
hmm Exactly. You see,
shit.
so you know
Okay.
what I mean? Exactly. So now you have something to tie back to as well. So, but we'll get into that in a little bit, but just going back to, like breakups and like how it leads to like loneliness and shit is just like my friend, like she going actually let me just like hold on. I know I probably should have wait till like after, but like let me just check in on her. We'll just send her a message. Hey, I'm checking in.
Autism.
I am a
No.
You need to understand the soup someone grew up in, why they do the things they do. I am a godly man. Oh, shit. But
No.
yeah, but that's just what he's been on though, just like throughout the whole relationship, just constantly accusing her of cheating. And meanwhile, she's not cheating. She's very committed.
It's
Like she has, like she's talked about in the past where like she used to go tick for tack because she would get
mm-hmm,
cheated on and then she would cheat back, and just that it was just like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, she's been in very like, oh, he's got things to work on just like the rest of
Yeah,
us. Oh yeah, but
just like the rest
he
of
just
us.
but yeah, but she in her past she would go keep going tick for tack. Now it's just like, all right, she's in this. It's like now she gets to what's crazy is just like when you're with someone new, you pretty much get to like reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she's actually did all with the crazy. Here's why I feel for her so much is because she did all the right things throughout their whole relationship. She did everything right and still got treated like shit. And and that's where I sympathize with her a lot because like I've gone through that. Like I did all the right things and still got treated like shit in the end. And it fucks with your ego a little bit. And it's just like, fuck, why am I not good enough? And that's where the loneliness kicks in. Just like, fuck, I ain't fuck. If this person, despite everything that I did, like if this person still treated me this way, then what the fuck is the point? What hope do I
I was
have?
gonna ask. I was gonna ask that. I was gonna say it might sound a little harsh, but I was gonna ask, like, in part, is it this person, but is it also more whole encompassing of like relationships themselves, right? Like, if you tried after recognizing, after working on yourself and being like, yo, okay, before I was entering into this dead spiral of fucking cheating and shit, I'm gonna work on myself. And I am trying. I am trying my best and trying my hardest. And this person still treats me like shit, but I'm trying my best. Um, you gotta recognize that you're not the problem. They were.
Yeah.
Because you gave it your all. So, man,
Mm-hmm.
it's still shitty to fucking.
Yeah.
I guess accept. Like
Yeah.
it's a scary realization, okay, scary moment, but um, you can't in that moment you can't allow yourself to use this one experience uh and copy paste it over the entire potential of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You're dictating your life by then when it's so blank, it's so easy to you have control over that shit. Now it's easy to say, it's hard to do, I get that,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Like everything.
like everything exactly, man. But like hmm,
Mm, yeah. It's I think as long as she's consistent with like as long as she doesn't go back to him, she's gonna be fine.
yeah.
Because she needs to get used to like and it's man, it's also a catch 22 as well. Like sometimes you have to kind of like be alone to know what you really want.
Hmm.
You kind of have to get used to being alone, but nobody wants to be alone forever, you know? Because like let's say you've been alone for like X amount of years and then you finally meet someone and then like there's certain habits you got to break, you
Hmm.
know? So that's like the catch 22 and like how much you break those habits, or how what I mean is you got to it's a routine you have to get used to like when I live by myself, it's just like, well, I got to tell anybody where I'm at.
Hmm.
I just go the fuck wherever I want.
Yeah,
But if I'm with somebody, I have to communicate that. And that might be a little hard. It's like, what the fuck?
I guess I
You know?
guess it's what you choose what you do with your loneliness, in
Yeah.
a sense.
That's true too.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, because what you do
because
during that time definitely does matter, for sure.
yeah, like the most recent example I guess I have of this for me for the way I can relate, I guess, is when when Baranda passed, I went through a time where I kind of like disconnected myself from everyone a little bit. I didn't want to talk as much, and then I took some after I get let go from my job. I take unemployment, and I told myself I was going to work on myself. Uh, but all I did was veg out, man. Like I just let the exhaustion completely take over, and I didn't use my time productively. Like I didn't uh, really try to like seek out help or anything like that. I just like completely like boop disconnect. Um, and I am not like mad or anything that I did it. I'm trying to like think like fuck, maybe my body just needed to do that because I did put my body through like 12-hour work days and shit. So just maybe I did need 6 months of just laying around, not getting shit done. Just um yeah. But
Yeah, and that's pretty good because like when she's going because what she's going through right now, all those emotions, and we're telling her like you gotta feel all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta feel that. Like, you can't just brush it off like nothing happened because then, you're probably gonna end up getting a fucking brain aneurysm or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the more you fight it off, the harder that shit hits you, man.
Mhm.
Any shit that you have to like deal with emotions,
Yeah.
you they they don't like dams. They destroy dams. And the
Yeah.
bigger you make that dam, the harder it will fucking fall on you.
Mhm.
So just you gotta let the avalanche go. You gotta like let it hit you full force. Go to a rage room, fucking destroy some plates, let it all the fuck out, and then sit with those emotions, man.
Mhm.
But and it sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Ass. Self preservation kicks in. You don't want to fucking live through that, but
Mhm. Nah, it's true.
yeah,
It's so true.
my
Yeah.
my I used to not be very good with like really telling what I was feeling. It took me like a couple, sometimes some weeks to understand what the fuck I was feeling. So I'm slow to react. Um, and something that really helped me uh, was this doctor gave me language to describe feelings. And it's this little like chart, right?
Uh-huh.
And it has like, for example, uh, your emotion is proud. And then like little synonyms like pleased, gratified, and thrilled. So if you have a problem with using what like you look at which one matches kind of what you're feeling at the moment, and then you look at the synonyms and shit, and it helps you kind of really flesh out exactly what you're feeling. And maybe if you have a bad association with a feeling, it helps you see it in a different way.
Mhm.
It really it really helped out for me personally. So for anyone that might need some help out there, that's something you can do. And you don't need a doctor. You can do that shit yourself. You can look it up. And the better you understand that shit, your emotions, the less scary they are.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sense.
Ah, bars. Bars. Round of applause for that.
And they're scary. They fucking suck, and no one teaches you the shit.
Right.
This is
No.
something that they should be covering in school. God
Nah.
damn.
How to, yeah, exactly. Teach us something a little bit more useful, like, managing fucking emotions and shit.
Yes, please.
Not this
God damn.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I'm not ever gonna fucking use that.
I ended up doing it though. At my job, I do end up using this.
See, we're
Fuck. Not the majority of people, but I ended up working in something like that. So
Nah, dude. But yeah, like I'm hoping she pulls through and she's just on her sad girl shit right now. We went out Saturday night, or no, Friday night we went out. Cause really, all right. So I came up with the idea, like, hey, let's go to Korean barbecue and hang out. It's been a minute, Crystal on her sad girl shit right now. Let's just have her around some friends and shit. So we did that, and then someone said, "Oh, we can go out. We can go to Gold Spike or whatever." I'm just like, all right, I guess we can do that too. I,
Mhm.
I just wanted to go get a couple drinks,
It's
or
getting
wanted to go
serious.
eat some Korean barbecue and have some soju. That was my plan. But all right, I guess we can be out. I guess we could be outside. I'll be outside like that. But you know,
Oh,
but it was cool. not to say I didn't have a good time. Like I had a great time. We were just out until like 5 in the morning. That was crazy. But
Oh man.
towards the end though, she just started spiraling and just it was bad, dude. It was it
Mm,
was it was bad-ish because like she just, she had to feel her emotions and shit. And and the alcohol was crazy. And she goes, "Give me the bottle," because they bought a bottle of like this it was like blackberry vodka. I wasn't gonna drink it. I don't do drinks. I don't, me. I don't really do the liqueurs like that.
mhm.
But yeah, dude, she kept wanting to fucking drink and shit, and then like beelined it to the back of my friend's car and grabbed the fucking buzzball. Which, oh my god.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, ooh.
Ugh.
If you want to pregame fast, bus balls are the way to go.
Barely tastes like alcohol. Like that's the crazy part about the buzz balls. They barely taste like alcohol.
Fucking stranger danger, man. God damn.
Right? It's literally like jungle juice.
Oof,
Just
jungle
to
juice, dude.
play with your life with jungle juice, all right? If you want
I
to.
see, like something creativity of the 20 somethings. Uh, have you ever heard of I think it's Blorg or something like that?
Wait, what?
It's so they started pre gaming and going to parties, and they'll fill up a water jug, and they'll put like alcohol and shit, like jungle juice, yeah, but also fucking Pedialyte or electrolytes, so they
Mm,
can also stay hydrated at the same time. And I'm like, motherfuckers, bravo, bravo, but
it's-
party and hydrate at the same time.
we cracked the code. We cracked the fucking code.
Dude, I'm like, yeah, no, one of these motherfuckers had like a hangover and went like, what can I do?
Right.
uh,
But
yeah,
dude, yeah, but
yeah,
she just
damn,
went through it. She went through it, but it was crazy. It was crazy. Man,
yeah.
man. So so what was crazy is while we went to because we ended up going to some other club.
Mm.
We went to it was called Commonwealth, but they're mostly playing like reggaeton. But then
Oh shit.
out of nowhere though, they ended up playing fucking what song was it? I think it was Turn the TV Off or your TV Off by Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, all right, shit, here we go. This is what we own right now.
Oh shit, dude.
Out of nowhere, they play Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, all right, bet. All right, I like this place. Fucking $40 entry fee and shit. Y'all crazy.
$40. Damn, man. I have no man. You know me. You know where I fucking hung out for $40. We all be plastered.
$40 and the shit ain't open bar. Crazy work.
Ooh, ow.
$20 for a margarita, bro. I ain't lying.
How do these kids get drunk?
I don't know.
You have to
Well,
pregame hard.
yeah. No, you definitely
Damn.
pregame. You definitely pregame for sure. Definitely. I don't know how much money they make.
Jeez.
Yeah, they probably make all their money off the tourists for sure.
Yeah. Man. And
But
that cover charge.
yeah, I know, right? But segues into this nigga got 5 Grammys for a diss record. Bruh.
The people have spoken.
Nah, like, all right. It's no, but that's 100% facts though. Like, yeah, like, and what's crazy because there's like this clip that Eminem he pretty much exposed the Grammys. He's like, the Grammys, oh, that's some fake ass shit. They pretty much he pretty much said like they only really go off of it if like whatever's trending, and then that's who pretty much gets the spot. But then like you might get like some outliers of like people you never heard of before um because there was this artist who got album of the year, and her name is Doechii. She
Okay.
got she got album of the year, which is like I've never heard of Doechii before. Like I might have heard her in passing, but like I don't really know much about her music. Not to say like she's not a good artist or anything like that, but like I ain't her. I don't know who the fuck you are. and
Yeah.
and you know, and I peep some of her music. It's actually pretty good. Like I like shout out to Doechii. But like but she's yeah, she just kind of came out of the woodwork, and I was kind of like this is blasphemy because Tyler didn't get any nominations. Like, because Chromacopia, holy shit, that album was good. Like
So
that should have been album of the year. Chromacopia was a fucking brilliant fucking album.
how to get chosen? Like who the fuck? Is it like a committee or
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
there's
How does this
basically
work?
like a committee that all you kind of like vote on the same thing, and then like there's and then like they what they'll do is for certain categories they'll have like the audience vote too,
Mm.
and then they'll present the award based off of those like votes for based off of the audience attendance. But yeah, Doechii got album of the year. I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I'll listen to it when I have time. I'll probably do that when I walk to work tomorrow. Just kind of listen to Doechii and see what she's about.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, Kendrick, the fucking, but it's weird that this is the only diss record in the history of hip hop to ever get not even to say like get a okay, hold on. I might be lying here. Might be lying.
Okay, but like
I might be
I guess
lying.
like what because I don't follow so much like this level in music. Like the Grammy is just like recognition for different categories in music. I would imagine.
Okay. So I thought Drake's back to back might have gotten a Grammy, but it did not. It got nominated, but it didn't get a Grammy. Or it got nominated for best performance. So, but Kendrick was the only one to ever diss record to actually ever win a Grammy, let alone 5,
Shit.
which is unheard
So
of.
like it's like categories of
Yeah.
okay.
So let me pull up Not Like Us Grammy. What did it get? Grammy Not Like wait. Grammy wins. So what did it get Grammys for? So Not Like Us got a Grammy for Song of the Year. Let's see. Hold on. Trying to think. But one of them was Song of the Year. Oh fuck! I gotta find it.
Damn, dude.
They gotta add the Grammy win.
It's crazy
But it's fucking
because
wild.
it feels like what 20 years ago it
Oh
it
no.
wouldn't even be like mentioned, recognized, fucking played. Oh shit. Believe we're having technical difficulties. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
So I probably gotta get a new wireless headset. But
Ah,
so
shit.
Not Like Us got record of the year, song of the year, best rap performance, best rap song, and best music video.
Hmm.
So,
Fuck.
mhm.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, fucking MTV, fuck MTV, no love. No love. It got nominated but didn't win anything, but whatever. But BET Hip Hop Awards, it got Song of the Year, Best Hip Hop Video, and had the best impact on the track because it had a bunch of big impact on the culture. But it was crazy because all right, so just to like further context, right?
Hmm.
So there's the dude, I forget his name, but his name is like Lucian something, and he's pretty much the head of the record label that they're on. And so when Not Like Us won the Grammy, fucking Dr. Dre and that Lucian dude like high-fived each other. And
Okay.
what's so significant about that is like Lucian or Drake or what was it? And Kanye West pretty much accused Drake being in bed with Lucian. That's why he like got pushed so hard. But I can tell you, I felt like the way the whole industry, music as a whole, was moving, motherfuckers was sick of Drake. We was tired of Drake because Drake was also known as AK like a hit maker and all that, and like he'll make a hit, but then it's just like you can make all the hits that you want, but it's just like but when you use hip hop as that vehicle, like the culture is always going to speak for itself. And as commodified as hip hop has been over the years, I would always say like it's one of those things that just been like I feel like the culture has like protected it very well. And Kendrick Lamar with that diss record just really protected the culture for sure. Because it's just like, nah, they not like us. It's like that's not that's not really a bar. That's definitely like a statement. And like the way Drake was moving through the beef was very anti-culture for sure. Like you really just in it just for the money. Like you're not about the art. You're not about the culture at all. Like wait, oh my god, wait till we start doing reaction videos because there's some things that have to be broken down and all that. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
There's a lot I gotta learn here.
yeah.
Fucking. Cause
Yeah.
fuck, man.
Dude, but it's I don't know, man. It's like how it's like when Kendrick got those, Grammys, it's like there's a catch 22. It's like, for once, I'm glad that there's, at the very least, when it came to the Grammys this year, like black artists are actually, getting their rewards, like getting their recognition because before that, if it wasn't a white artist in those categories, or if it was a white artist in those categories, it would go to the white artist every time. Like fucking, there's this one rapper that pretty much did like hip hop suicide. His name was Macklemore, and when Macklemore won his Grammy over Good Kid, Mad City, and then like apologized to Kendrick Lamar, and that pretty much ruined his career. Ruined his career after that. Like
Because
we haven't heard from Macklemore since.
Because he apologized?
Yeah, because Macklemore, he like it was one thing to send Kendrick a text, but to put it out there in social media to the whole world knows about it, motherfuckers didn't really like that. And then Drake's sensitive ass was all like, well, if you didn't like, the music that you put out, go to the studio and put out better music. But pretty much to send an apology, you need to send us all text messages at that point. And I mean, like, as sensitive as much as I just really Drake irked me at that time because the whole thing that happened with the control verse and all that. Can like I'll give him a credit as due. Like, yeah, Drake was right at that time about like, listen, like what the fuck? Because and then that's just because of the competitive nature that hip hop always has been. Like, if your album won, and all right, good, but don't go apologizing to the competition for winning. If you felt
Damn.
like your art wasn't up to par with another person's record, then you need to go and prove that. But at the same time, like, the catch 22 from Macklemore is just like, yeah, Grammys are bullshit at the end of the day. And he recognized that his white privilege got him the award. So that was another reason why he apologized to Kendrick. Had he just opened up with that and said, hey, listen, I felt like you got stuff for XYZ reasons, different thing, right? But he just straight up said, Kendrick, it should have been you. Because Good Kid, Mad City was a dope and is a dope album. So
damn.
But he got snubbed out by Macklemore. And then like after that was like Post Malone or some shit. Like it was a lot of like white artists getting these hip hop awards at the Grammys. There was like Post Malone. I think there was what's his name? Jack Marlowe or some shit. Like they call him White Drake, but that might be up to interpretation at this point.
Jeez. Damn.
But it just seems like finally now that black artists are once they get into these categories and shit, like black artists are actually winning it. So granted, when I say like I never heard much about Doechii, like, hey, cool. Not too many black hip hop artists actually gets that there. I think there was only like 3 black female artists to get album of the year. And Doechii was number 3.
Oh shit. Okay.
Number 1 was Lauryn Hill, and number 2 was Cardi B. So there's also that kind of like that. And remember, and I already told you, like even there's misogyny in like hip hop in itself. So not a lot of black female artists that do the genre. Not a lot of them get their flowers too. But but it just kind of feels like, just on the outside looking in, that when it comes to actually like putting out like actual like good shit, it just seems like women are kind of like holding that together. The women that do the art forms. So we're talking like there is Doechii, there's fucking what's her name? Like I hear Glorilla's pretty good. There's a bunch of other females that I just can't name right now, but their music is actually pretty like palpable. Like
okay.
They're not putting out bullshit, but the moment they start talking about they pussies and shit, like old heads want to be like, take the earphones off. Like, talk about your pussy. Like, shut up, nigga.
Dude.
Shit, talk about shoving dick down bitches all the goddamn time. Shit, let them have let the women talk about how good their pussy is. Like, that's fine. They can have that.
Dude, yeah, it's theirs.
It's theirs. Shit, what the fuck? What's the harm in all that? But
oh man,
Yeah, so just like to tie that in, black artists finally getting their flowers at these award shows because, not too long ago it really wasn't like that.
Fuck.
Like the last nigga to really just be winning shit like that was Michael Jackson.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, if you asked that question, that was gonna be my answer. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson was like for a minute there, like they wasn't even playing. Like MTV was so whack that they weren't even really playing like music videos for black artists until Michael Jackson. And shout out to David Bowie because like even David Bowie questioned the shit out of it and just like, why are you not playing their music videos? They're good. Like, what's this about? Like, what the fuck? And and man, let me give like an applause for rest in peace, David Bowie. Let me give that man an applause because that man was really just. He was so down for just like black music in general because like if you ever heard like the song Fame, that was definitely inspired by funk. That's a funk record.
Dude.
Fame is it's a funk record. He did a he did a remix like later on in like early 90s, but the original version of Fame was definitely a funk record. And we all knew where those influences came from. Dude had a black wife, my guy, like from the motherland, like Ivana's a queen. Like
oh damn.
Like yeah, he wasn't I won't say he was a part of the culture, but he loved the culture. He loved black music for sure. He was definitely a lover of black music.
Damn. Did I recognize, man, the fucking it I think it's sick that to recognize the influence from where it comes from instead of just like be part of the evolution of the music instead of steal from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you can really feel that in the albums that add to instead of just like lateral moves,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like gotten better lately, It's just, just the way hip hop has been commodified so much is just like if it wasn't a white artist in those categories, it's like niggas was just didn't matter. Like motherfuckers not winning. Like cause it was like what? Cause before all those other artists I named, like Macklemore and all that shit, it was like Eminem winning all the Grammys.
Oh shit.
But even Eminem felt weird about like this is some bullshit. Like what the fuck? Because I think there was one year where I think it was I want to say because I feel like because Eminem was honestly really salty about 50 Cent not getting a Grammy one year because fucking Get Rich or Die Trying when that shit came out, that was another shift in the culture for sure when that album came out. And I think Eminem Show probably had just came out like the same year, and Eminem Show got it over Get Rich or Die Trying, and Eminem in his heart felt like nah, that was the album. Get Rich or Die Trying was the album that should have won.
Damn. Do you think that the change and nominations and shit like that has been like for lack of a better word, like affected by the speed of media now? Because like before it was harder, I feel, to like explore and bring up an artist, especially when you're having like mega artists like fucking Eminem, Michael Jackson. People are like global, man. And you had to move shit through discs and through like much slower media, but now you have social media and all these different things that make it like snap.
Yeah.
Do you think that has helped, or
Well, I would say it's helped to get a general consensus on things, like on what's really popular. I would say it's helped in that regard. But I would say as far as like what artists should get pushed into the forefront, I think it's made it a lot harder. But
shit
but
opposite
I
effect?
but I will say though, it definitely has made things a lot more accessible because the best rapper alive is probably still working on an album right now and they haven't pushed it out yet. And when they do push it out, are they going to get oh, hold on. My my sound went out again.
Oh no.
All right, I gotta plug this thing somewhere else. Hold on.
Damn.
Give me a moment.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Batteries seem to not last as long as they used to. I have this problem with my phones. And I hate that you can't replace the battery anymore. It sucks. Shit's also more compact now, though. So. Maddie's musings. No, can't hear you.
All right.
There.
Okay, there we go. Nah, one of the USB ports in my computer is going out, so I'm probably gonna have to get a USB hub.
Oh,
Fuck,
damn.
forgot what I was talking about.
Shit.
Forgot what I was talking about. But shit. I know. Oh, no. So what I was saying was like the best rapper alive like might be working on their album right now, but even when the album comes out, like it might not get the push that it deserves, especially like if they're not signed to a label. Like if they just want to if they just wanted to put some shit out, just like, all right, I'm just gonna push it out, upload to Spotify, hopefully it gets some streams. So there's also that now, and there's a lot of dope music on Spotify. There's a lot of like dope albums that get into my recommendation, but like some of these artists are just not getting the flowers that they deserve. And honestly, and that's the kind of like the main issue I really have with just mainstream music in general. Like if I'm being honest, like there's like you know who Jamiroquai is, right?
Yeah.
Tell me why they never got a Grammy. Ever.
Oh shit. They didn't? Fuck.
No. I don't think they ever got any kind of nominations like at all.
Fuck.
Not even like in their heyday. Like they ain't nothing.
And I don't know much about fucking music. Yeah, I know who they are. Fuck.
Like awards and nominations. Okay, so they got 1 Grammy.
1 Grammy?
Yep. And can you name what song it was forward to? Can you guess?
Fuck. Nah.
Yeah. Guess. What do you think out of all their songs, what do you think they would have got the Grammy for?
Nah, man. I got nothing.
Virtual Insanity.
Legit?
Yep. Yep. Best performance by a duo or group. That's what they got their Grammy for. The song that everybody knows about when they if they ever heard of Jamiroquai, or if they or they might not know the name of who Jamiroquai is, motherfuckers have seen Virtual Insanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and then I'm looking at it, and it got nominated for Best Pop Album. But my issue with that is they're not a fucking pop band.
Completely wrong category.
They're not even a pop band. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude.
Are you dead ass?
Fuck, man.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Like, that irks the shit out of me. And it sucks because I think it's as good as they were, like it's almost like a fucking tragedy, like how, you know, they never got the recognition here in the States. That's why they probably don't do shows out here. I think the last show that they did, maybe I might be wrong, but I feel like the last show that they did was Woodstock 98, 97. One of them Woodstocks. And then one of them threw some shit at Jay.
No.
Yeah, and then like, haha, motherfucker, you missed. And then he proceeded to do the song. The shit was crazy. That's what he said. He's like, aha, motherfucker, you missed. And this starts to get constant.
Dude.
The shit was crazy. The shit was wild. I would have never, but you know, that just goes into show you like how bullshit the Grammys is at the end of the day. Like, you know, that's just some more American music industry type bullshit. It don't really mean shit at the end of the day, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, good music is good music, and it's always going to speak for itself. They're just gonna, whatever gets voted in the Grammys that year is just whatever's just, you know, whatever's popular. Whatever's just making a buzz, or whatever's just making a wave. So, you know, Doechii made a wave, I guess. Significant enough for the Grammys to recognize her, and you know, and then Kendrick literally made the summer bop of 2024, which might end up being the summer bop for 2025 as well. Who fucking knows? We'll see what happens today, because he's performing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl today. So
we'll see.
We will fucking see. But either way, it's just like, because like, if I'm being honest, like at first I didn't want Not Like Us getting played at the Super Bowl, because I just wanted to be like the, you know, we had the Super Bowl, just, you know, do your greatest hits, you know, we don't want to be on that shit. But when Drake decided to sue, I was like, nah, nigga, play that shit, play it.
Play it.
play it. No, he finna learn today. He finna learn today.
Give him something to care about.
Yeah, nah, dude. And then he's releasing an album on Friday, Drake.
Ooh.
So he's releasing an album with another artist by the name of Party Next Door. Party Next Door is he does more like singy, songy, like R&B type of stuff. So hopefully
Okay.
we get singy, songy Drake, because I don't like this new toxic rapping Drake. Like, nah. Like even in one of the diss records that Kendrick said, I don't like Drake. He said, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like when he act tough.
Oh man.
Yeah, so
sit
yeah,
down.
nah,
Just sit down, Drake.
That's what Drake needs to do right now. He just needs to go back to singy songy Drake. Cause man, oh god, because I was kind of like reminiscing about it, because when we went to Korean barbecue, because the place we go to is called Haro, and the music there is amazing. Like it's a fucking vibe. I swear, I fucking love that place.
Oh, yeah.
But they went through just like some of Drake's old shit. I'm just like, damn. Like I see why Drake was, like why he got pushed so hard, because I'm like, this is good. This is good. Like this is like, all right, Drake. I see you, but like you need to go back to this. This is what you need to be. This is what you need to go back to. You need to start singing again, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't rap like you're tough, my guy, because we know you soft as fucking baby shit at this point. Don't ever.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh man.
Shit.
Trying to like branch out into the wrong. No.
No. This ain't for you, my guy.
The only artist that I know that has done something similar to like basically talk shit about the Grammys and shit, it'd be like they just put about like music that follows like the four chords and shit, and it just like it's trash. There's a guy, Residente from Puerto Rico. He used to have it used to be Calle 13. But yeah, when it comes to like, I know very little about rap, so like that's the one of the ones I know about.
Yeah.
But damn, man. Whew, we'll see what happens. Super Bowl.
Yeah, nah, and yeah, this is about to be crazy. I have a feeling that Not Like Us is that popular where the FCC is not going to care about censoring the song.
Oh, you think?
I feel like it might be one of those songs that will get slipped under the radar, because at the Grammys it didn't get censored every time it played.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, and then and then there was this one part in the song where he's basically there was like a pedophile bar in there. He's like trying to strike a chord, but it's probably a minor, right?
Oh.
At the Grammy, when that part played at the Grammy, everybody was singing along. Everybody said that shit out loud. There was all these memes like, hey, somebody should go check in on Drake right now, or Drake is probably punching the air right now. Like it was that crazy. So that was the overall sentiment for sure, that nobody really was fucking with Drake.
Damn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. They're done? They're done?
Yeah, dude.
Again. He acted a Karen? No. Got no friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. I was not. It's like, I'm like, yeah, Kendrick was probably gonna get a nomination for sure, but I thought he was at least gonna get some kind of nomination for the album that he came out with called GNX. Really good album. Like GNX was like a love letter to just like West Coast rap in general.
Okay.
There was a lot of like influences there from either from SoCal to the Bay. Like even the Bay has a very like unique sound. You know what you should do?
Hmm.
All right. So here's what I need you to do. And I think this is gonna probably help you when we start doing reaction videos. Go on Netflix and watch The Evolution of Hip Hop.
Ooh.
It is a good breakdown timeline of how hip hop started and then like where it's going and just like it's a good watch.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah, so
Got homework.
yeah, that is something I would suggest you watch. It is so good. I swear by it. It's really interesting.
I'm down. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing for sure. But I think we're gonna end things here.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, man.
Our one guest had to split, but appreciate you for coming through. For anyone else that
Yeah.
might have came in, appreciate you. Reaction videos are on the way.
Yes.
Life is hard out there. We get it, but keep pressing on. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thank you for stopping by.
All right.
Have a nice rest of your day, guys. Do great things.
Yeah,
You got this.
Depending on when you're at, is pretty sure the sun's out. Go touch grass.
Hell yeah. Next time. See you next time.
See you next time.